Hey, welcome to Cowboy Leather. Today we're going to make a cover for that. It's just your standard book. School's starting. Might be cool to make one. I'm going to get this centered up here. So, what we got? With it open. Get this pen out of the way. We're looking at 10 inches. Center this up so we can see what we're building here. Alright, yeah, as I was saying, book is 10 inches that way by 7 inches lengthwise. So let me put this aside. What I'm using is some 3 to 4 ounce Crazy Horse Chrome Tan pull-up. We all know what pull-up is. Bend it, turns colors. Thought it'd make it kind of cool. So, let's get to it here. Alright, what I've done is I've laid out my outline. I figured out where my center of my book is this way, and figured out the center of my book this way. Now I've added, let's see here, I've laid it out so it ends up being 12 inches this way and 8 inches this way. That gives me about a quarter of an inch to stitch. Plus, when you fold it, the book will center itself. So then I've come across here and I've made 2 pieces that are going to lay in, go from here, lay in here. They're 4 inches wide, so there'll be 2 pieces from here to here, be 4 inches, and when you open the book up, there'll be a pen holder over here. So let's get to cutting and make something, have some fun. Make sure you use a sharp knife. Get this, see, getting excited here. Get that out of the way. Now, I like to cut on the back side of this. That way, if I did, what I did is I had this too narrow, and when you folded it, it wouldn't allow it would bend the binding. So I'm gonna do this. Now I'm using, this is a quilter's ruler. I like it. It goes from 1 all the way up to 17 inches. It's 3 inches wide, and I can see what I'm doing. So let's cut this. The other day I made a day planner cover. Turned out pretty good. I was happy with it. Save your scraps for size. You might need them, or come up with a brilliant idea what you're doing. It just push her out a little bit. That's cut. Excuse the background noise. It's been muggy here. And I got the AC unit on. There we go. That's cut out. Now, you can do one or two things. You can make it with your rough side out. You can do whatever you want to do. You're the maker. If you get a pattern for these, it don't take you but a couple minutes to cut everything out. But what I did is I just went to Dollar General and got a couple of these notebooks and whatnot. So these will be exact measurements for what we're doing. When I get a chance, I'll sit down and probably make a pattern. Yep, that one didn't cut all the way through. Must not have got my knife sharp enough. Now I like the way my straight edge on the good piece that I'm going to use. Just keep spinning it around. You can get creative with this. The only drawback is with this, you cannot tool it. But all right, so what we got here, let's just say, just for the heck of it, let's put it together this way. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to, that lines up there, this lines up here. Now, yeah, you see these scratches and these discolorations. Nice thing about this stuff is you can take a like a heat gun or whatever, just lightly run it over it and then rub it and it comes right back. Or you can take a soft cloth with a little bit of needs foot oil, leather conditioner, whatever. This stuff has got wax in it. So I'm going to put the camera on hold because I got to make a couple other things. I want to put my pen someplace in there like that. And then basically, let me take this apart. Center. Put that there. Put that over there. And you line it up. You can make these a little bit longer, you know, run it all the way up to here if you want. But I made a pair of chinks, and that little piece right there was the leftover. too small to do anything big, and too big to throw away. So basically, you're just going to come along with your stitch groover. You're going to come down here, around, make a stitch line. You can hand stitch this. You can machine stitch it. You can be real fancy and take up here in the corner, measure in, and put a copper rivet in all four corners. You do what you want to do. You know, I'm just making it this way. Just make it quick and simple. My wife likes little books like this. She uses them for putting a grocery list and stuff like that in it. I may just go ahead and give her this as a sample, because she is my quality control department. So let me put you on hold, and let me make a few other things here, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I decided I was going to be a little creative. This is real thin gator embossed. Put those on there. And there's the pen holder. And you flip it over. And that'll go in there just like that. Now I've already skived and varnished my edges. So I guess now we just go ahead and prepare to glue. So, like I said, I've already got to lay these on here. Mark where my glue line's going to stop. Yep, that's there. Come over here and do the same thing. Alright. Make sure I do this right. Not. Yep. You put a little bit of glue in my pot. You don't have to get all, put a whole gob of glue on here, just enough to hold it till you can get everything where it belongs. Put that aside. Now you can skive this if you so desire, but being it's not going in your pocket, I don't figure we have to skive it. Now make sure when you put your glue on, you remember which side you skived and dressed up. I've done that before, put it on backwards and sideways and everything else. So, clean up the mess here a little bit. And put this back down. Alright. Now, here comes the tricky part. Getting everybody to line up here. Yeah, here we go. If you don't want to use contact cement, you can get yourself some double-sided tape and put it on there. There we go. Now, give a little tap around here. And that's the way it goes, like so. Way it's gonna look. Rub this crap out. I'll wait till I get done and I'll show you what we do to polish her up. Hammer out of the way. Now let me get my stitch groover and we will go ahead and groove this and put some stitches in it. Be right back. Alright, I've gone ahead and squared up all four sides. Got a little bit of overhang, nothing severe. But this stuff stretches a little bit, so you will probably have a little, when you put it together and hammer it, it'll expand out. But nothing to worry about. We're coming along. Alright, I'm going to machine stitch this. You can hand stitch it if you please, but I choose to machine stitch it. So put you on hold and I'll be right back after I stitch it up, and we'll wrap this video up. Alright, before we go any farther, let's see if it's gonna fit. Alright, that side fits. Hoo-ah! It fits. Now, moment of truth. Let's see if it closes. Arrow. There we go. Rampy-tampy here. Yeah, buddy. All we got to do is round up the corners, edge it, and die it. There it is. There it is, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Put the pen in. There we go. Turn it around. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This will flatten itself out eventually. Now, let me go varnish and do what I gotta do, make it pretty, and show how it looks when we get all done. Be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Now, you remember how scuffed and scraped it was? Nice edges, varnished. That's just a little bit of buffing with a clean rag. There it is. All done, ready for a new home. They're really not hard to build. Just take your time, measure twice, cut once. Put this back together here. It's amazing what you can do with a piece of scrap leather. Actually, people keep calling it scrap. It's not scrap. It's excess. And there you go. And imagine probably if I wasn't doing this on video and just staying right to it, from the time you start cutting the pattern or you start cutting it until the time you get it this way, you might be looking at 45 minutes to an hour. Take or give. You know, the more you make, the faster you get. So, that's a notebook cover. Plain and simple, easy. Basically it's a beginner project. You know, I hear people go, well, I'm just doing this and what should I make? You know, key fobs, belts, notebook covers, Bible covers, covers for whatever. They're simple, easy, you know, you just measure. You know, when you're making a book, you measure out your size of the book and add, you know, 1/2 inch, 3/4 on either end, and maybe a 1/2 inch to the top and bottom. You know, add yourself like if it, when we started out, if the book is like 12, we'll say 12 inches or 10 inches, you go 13 inches from top to bottom. That gives you a seam allowance, and also makes it so you can get that book in and out of there. Okay, you can make them a little tight on a paper bound book like this. You can trim the edges if you have to, but if you don't have to, don't do it. Now, when you measure the lengthwise, I usually add, we'll say, 1.25 inches, and then split the difference. That way it gives you your seam allowance, and also gives you, so the book folds up. So, with that being said, we're done with this project. We're done with this video. Hope somebody's at least learned something from that video. It was fun to make it, and like I say, hope somebody learned something. If you didn't, okay. But I'm not here to win friends and influence people. I'm just showing you what I do, how I do it, simple things. If you like the videos, please subscribe. Knock the bell on the bottom, let you know when I put out a video. And if you want to subscribe, if you're not already a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the prompt says all, and there it'll tell you when I post a video. So, I hope everybody has a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good week, and you have a good weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you in the next go round. Cowboys out. Bye now.